Welcome to Stonehenge, a unique prehistoric temple aligned with the movements of the sun. Built in stages between 3000 and 2200 BC, it's the only stone circle in the world to have lintels, the horizontal stones sitting on top of the uprights. Its architecture reveals the sophisticated minds and engineering ability of those who built it, the late Neolithic people of Britain. As we explore the monument, we'll not only find out about Stonehenge, but also the history of the area around it. Stonehenge stands within a landscape that includes prehistoric monuments and burial mounds dating from before, during, and after Stonehenge was built. Now, let's step into the story of Stonehenge. Stonehenge wasn't all built at the same time. Instead, the monument was built and rearranged over a period of about 1,000 years. Can you see a ditch and bank visible as low earthworks in the grass? You'll see that they run in a complete circle around Stonehenge that is 100 metres or about 300 feet in diameter. This was the first part of Stonehenge to be built, about 5,000 years ago, in around 3000 BC, before the stone circle in the middle was built. Together, this bank and ditch form an early type of henge. This is a term from the name of Stonehenge, used by archaeologists to describe a circular earthwork monument surrounded by a bank and ditch. The ditch was dug using picks made from deer antlers. Originally, the entire circle would have been chalk white. When the builders finished the enclosure, they placed animal bones, flint tools, and carved chalk objects in the ditch, perhaps as offerings, which probably held timber posts or standing stones. Many of these holes contained cremated human remains, which were also found in the ditch and on the bank. An estimated 150 people were buried here between about 3000 and 2800 BC. So in its earliest phase, one of the functions of Stonehenge was a cemetery. What makes Stonehenge unique is the arrangement of its stones and the fact that they were brought from long distances. There are two kinds of stones. The larger ones are sarsens, a type of hard stone brought from the Marlborough Downs, 24 kilometres or 15 miles to the north. Sarsens can weigh over 30 tonnes. The tallest one here stands over 7 metres high, with another 2.5 metres below ground. The smaller stones inside the circle, still weighing up to 3 tonnes, are called bluestones. They're actually a variety of volcanic rocks, all with a blue-grey colour. They were brought from the Preseli Hills in southwest Wales, over 240 kilometres or 156 miles away. The stones were brought overland using sledges and ropes and probably along rivers and around the coast by boat. It was a huge feat of organisation.
Each different successive stage of extracting the stones, transporting over long distances, shaping and working them, and then raising them into position would have taken hundreds of people. Those involved were not simply those doing those tasks, but also people supporting them, making the equipment such as ropes and timber sledges or scaffolding, feeding the workers on a regular basis, and looking after their children. There must have been quite a complex system where people came to take part in this vast project, perhaps travelling from their home for several months at a time. We don't know how society was organised at this time. There's no hint of hierarchy or particular people being an elite. But the project must have been well organised, and people must have had certain specialist roles in surveying, designing and organising the building of the monument.
As Susan Greene explains, the sarsens on the outside of the monument are part of what was probably a complete circle of 30 upright stones and 30 connecting horizontal stones. Some of the uprights still have the lintels on top. Inside you can see some even larger stones. These once formed a horseshoe of 5 trilithons. A trilithon, from the Greek for 3 stones, is made of 2 upright stones and 1 horizontal lintel. Some of these have now fallen. As you continue round the circle, see if you can spot the smaller blue stones among the sarsens. As you've heard, we aren't sure why Stonehenge was built. Archaeologist Professor Timothy Darvill, who has excavated at Stonehenge, shares his theory.
Well, I see Stonehenge as a great sanctuary, which is initially constructed with these big stones around the outside, but the really powerful bits are these blue stones, which are actually inside the circle. And there are about 80 of these, and they get rearranged many times over.
The idea of powerful stones isn't a new one. In the early 12th century, medieval scholar Geoffrey of Monmouth wrote about how the stones of Stonehenge had special healing powers.
Seen as a healing centre, Stonehenge would undoubtedly have drawn pilgrims, perhaps from all over Europe, and indeed we do have burials in the area of people who have come a great distance, perhaps from Central Europe. We also have people buried around about who seem to have some extraordinary ailments. All of these things lead us to believe that Stonehenge must be considered a pilgrimage centre, which is well known right across the ancient world. In that sense, it would have acted like an ancient version of Lourdes or perhaps Santiago de Compostela.
The blue stones must have been regarded as special to bring them all the way from southwest Wales. When we look at Stonehenge today, we're seeing it as a ruin, altered by more than 4,000 years of weathering, erosion and decay. The large stones were put up around 2500 BC. It's the only stone circle in the world to have lintels, the horizontal stones sitting on top of the uprights. Take a close look at the bases of the standing stones in this area. You might see that one of them is infilled with concrete. The repair has been intentionally left visible because it is part of the site's history. Actually, quite a few of the stones are set into concrete below the grass. This conservation work was carried out in the 1920s and again in the 1950s and 60s, making sure that the stones were secure and protected for the future. We are a charity, so all the money we raise helps to keep England's story alive for future generations to enjoy. You can support our work by making a donation or by joining English Heritage as a member. With English Heritage membership, you can enjoy free access to all our sites, from Roman fortresses to royal palaces, and from mighty medieval castles to grand country houses. To find out more, visit our website. Enjoy the rest of your visit.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel warm and squishy and cozy and fuzzy inside. So just do it!
Leave black people alone.